Yeah, I think I would just piggyback on something you said there. I think it's important. If someone is a aspiring founder of a new idea, one of the biggest challenges we have in this space is raising outside capital, to be able to go and build great, new innovative technologies for advisors. And a lot of that's because of that total addressable market, kind of you mentioned, like the outsiders of our industry, they don't look at this and say, oh, this is a big industry. Right? I mean, there's a reason why everybody looked at like again, direct consumer, Robinhood, M1 Finance, Public, et cetera. And they're going, oh, these are huge, right? Markets, hundreds of millions of people. And then you look at advisors and we go, oh, there's 40,000, RIAs, that is, right? And it's one of these spaces where it's difficult, to go and, I saw all over this past weekend that Stripe just raised another 600 million at a $90+ billion valuation. Nobody's giving a advice tech company $600 million not anytime soon anyway, right? I mean, our biggest players in this space are actually the custodians. And I'm not sure what Schwab's valuation is these days, but I think Stripe might be bigger than them now on paper, So this is something that is always going to be a bit of a challenge, for us, is that it's just, it's not as sexy evidently in the sort of total addressable market. People look at the upside, and a lot of great venture investors, they look at somebody selling for 50 million or even 500 million as being kind of like yawn inducing, really not that exciting. So they want to look at what could be a $10 billion idea or a $5 billion idea, like in its best case scenario, like what is the ceiling, And a lot of the stuff that people build in our space, like the ceiling just frankly isn't there. And that's okay. Like we still need a lot of that innovation. I think one of the coolest examples that hopefully other fintech entrepreneurs can look to is Riskalyze. I feel like, when Riskalyze was started, compared to where it is today, I mean, it proves that what maybe at first wasn't perceived as this really big idea, Riskalyze is a really big company now. That's probably very valuable. And, Aaron and his team have done a great job there. But that is what's possible. I think if people build something new and innovative and execute like crazy, and hopefully we see a lot more of that.